Hey y'all, hey, I was on mute talking. This is crazy, but thank you guys again for joining me. Your girls in Quad as we talk love and marriage Huntsville. What's going on in these love and marriage Huntsville streets within the YouTube social media community? We are going to get into a lot of things because a lot of things have been going on. And also, I want to hear from you guys how you guys are feeling, what your thoughts on the show. Are y'all tuning in on Saturday? Because you know it's coming back on Saturday. Like, are we watching it or what? You know, I'm gonna watch it for y'all. So I understand if you guys are still on the blackout type time, it's all good, it's okay. I'm here for you. But either way, I'm gonna run my intro and we're gonna get right back into it.
Matt St. Queddick, man, the girl was heaven sent. Matt St. Queddick, man, the girl was heaven sent.
Hey y'all, hey, what's up again? This is your girl Cinquetta. Happy Wednesday, September 7th, 2022. 2022. That's like a mouthful to say. But either way, thank you guys for tuning in. We made it through another day. God has blessed us to see we in the land of the living. And here we are talking about love and marriage Huntsville. Before we get into all that, again, if you do not know me and this is the first time you joining, welcome. What's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning in. But a little bit about myself. My name is Cinquetta. And my whole thing, my whole goal, even with starting this YouTube channel, is basically so I can, kind of be a light to kind of show what happens when you go for your dreams, go for your goals, when you have an idea in your head and you want to like live it out. So that's what I'm here to do, and also help other women, encourage them to do as well. Because I feel like when you're your purpose, when you're working on yourself, your goals, going after your dreams, you know what I mean? It becomes, you see yourself as God sees you. You know what I mean? God sees you whole, beautiful, that you got it going on. You know, when you see yourself as God sees you, everything about yourself changes. You will not tolerate no disrespect. You will seek out the best treatment. So I'm here to help women to realize that. But other than that, hello. Let me know where you guys are watching from. And also do not forget to answer that question. You see it scrolling across. Are you guys watching the next, what is this, the second half of the season come on Saturday? Are you guys like still boycotting the show? Are y'all still participating in blackout Saturdays for Love and Marriage Huntsville? I kind of want to see where you guys are at with this whole thing. So as you guys are coming in, do not forget to say hi, but I also want to share my screen because I don't know if you guys noticed on my community tab, and if you are just now hearing this, you still have some time to vote. But I wanted to know, how did you guys feel about the show overall? Like, do you guys feel like Melody and Martell make the show, or does all the cast have their place? You know what I mean? Like nobody's no greater, less than. Everybody participates and everybody makes the show. And I asked this because I know last time we talked about this interview that Melody did. What was this? Let's see how long ago this was. Okay, August 4th. She did this interview with this lady Didi in the morning, and she actually said this, and I'm like, this is interesting. I wonder like if other people feel this way. I mean, clearly I heard you guys already say it before, y'all would love to see a show with just Mel and her kids, if anything. But I just had to put Martell in there too, because I'm like, I didn't have a lot of space to write it out on the little poll. But either way, I still want to hear what you guys had to think about it. But let me share my screen and then show you guys what I mean. I'm gonna push this thing a little back and then you'll hear.
Right? Oh my, come back to the X again, because really, you guys are the star of that show. You know it, right? Oh my God, yes. Y'all are the star of the show. And so I have to go there. You know what I mean? And the fact that you continue to even shoot and do the show with him through all of this is amazing. And you're going to...
Okay. So that's why I wanted to ask you guys, how did you guys feel? Do you guys agree with Didi in the morning when she says that like Melody and Martell, the Hawk, are the stars of the show? Or are you just like, they all stars in my eyes. They all my babies. Y'all all my babies. I love all my kids. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, what do you guys think about what Dee said? And I also actually wanted to play that as well because I love Melody's response. Like, I really feel like it was so like humbled, because if somebody say I was a star, I'm like, thank you very much. No. I don't want to get all big headed like Nene kind of did. I can see how when people keep telling you like, oh, you're the star, you're this, you're so great, you're so wonderful, that can make people get a big head. But honestly, I heard the best thing is to take compliments and critique the same kind of way. Don't put one over top of the other. And Cinquetta is also learning that, and it's going to sound so petty and little, guys, but it's a learning journey. Nothing matters what anybody says. It's all about how you feel about yourself and defining yourself for yourself. So that's where I'm at with it, So let me read you guys' comments really quick. Hey, Linda. Good evening, everyone. Linda said good evening. Good evening, Linda. Let me remove this real quick. Okay. So Linda said, I'm going to watch it, even though everything is happening outside the show. And isn't it funny how everything's like unfolding, like in live time? I was just thinking about that too. Okay, this is something I want to talk about as well. I don't know if y'all watch Housewives too, and you see how they in the trailer were talking about Martell and like how Sheree is dating him and things like that. And the responses are very interesting. I actually wanted to do a video about that because have you guys noticed that I don't want to talk about Martell, like, or down him or anything, but isn't it funny how he can, like, cheat on his wife, have a baby mom, gaslight, do all the things that he's doing, and, like, he can still be praised. The way that they were talking about Martell in that trailer was like he was just, like, that guy or something. I was very, very confused by that, and I feel like that's that double standard. But, it's like women, we have to be almost perfect. We gotta be, like, flawless in a way to even get a guy. So how can this guy do all that kind of stuff, have the past that he has, and not just say that he's like no longer worthy of love, but it was just so funny how they were sitting there praising him, calling him a 10, and maybe it was editing. I don't know, we don't have to watch it, but I'm just like, wait, are they talking about the same Martell we're talking about? Because I'm a little confused right now if they are. The math is a math thing, but yeah, I want to talk about that too and see what y'all think. Hey, Anisha girl, what's up? Thanks for joining. Oh yeah, and if you guys are joining and you guys are enjoying, bars, don't forget to like this video. And if this is your first time, do not forget to hit the subscribe button as we chit chat tonight on this Wednesday live. Hey, April, do you know I love your name because my birthday is in April? Am I being biased? Hey, Cinquetta, how are you doing? I'm good, girl. I'm grateful we're in the middle of the week. We have Monday off. So don't you love it when you have like those short work weeks? Like, oh, thank goodness. One day closer to the weekend. Or I have more time to spend and talk to you guys. Like, I really enjoy this side. My content creating side is real fun. So I'm doing good. How are you? How was your Labor Day? Oh, yeah, you guys tell me that too. How was your Labor Day? Did you have a good day off if you had to work? And if you didn't have to work, did you do anything fun? I was like, no. But nevertheless, it's okay. Yes, I'm going to be all in. Oh, yes. Okay. For the people that do watch, y'all have to come on Twitter. Twitter be making watching these kind of shows real fun because it's kind of like this, like live. We're interacting, engaging. And a lot of times people will see things that you didn't see. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that until somebody tweeted it. So hopefully if you guys do watch, you guys, hashtag LAMH. So you can be like all in the videos. Remember how Suge Knight said that? I don't know if y'all notice when I be putting him on my videos sometimes. But like he gonna say that like that about Diddy. All in the video. If you don't want the executive producer, be all in the videos. I don't be trying to throw shade. Could y'all imagine being at the Source Awards during that time where it was all that East Coast, West Coast beef? Like, ooh, you could feel the tension in the room, and I'm not even there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just watching the clips. So, hey, Angela, how's it going, girl? So, Angela, are you going to be tuning in come Saturday? Let us know. For the most part, seems like we all gonna be watching. The second half actually looks good, and that's one of the things I want to go through as well. I didn't know they had an extended trailer, so we're gonna watch a little bit of it on here too. We is gonna watch it. So Linda said, I do believe we are not going to get a season 5. I do believe we are not going to get a season 5. How you figure, Linda? What? I think the show is pretty popular, but you know what? Maybe you may have a point, because we just had to see how things are playing out, you know? Well, with that, do you see maybe perhaps Melody getting a spinoff show? Because it would be interesting to see, her her endeavors, her raising her kids. I would like to see her brother, her mom. I would like to see her, do her business thing and how she juggles it all. And I also would like to see her dating side, if she so chooses to. Not trying to push her out there until she's ready, only until she's ready. Only until our Melody is ready. She does not have to rush to get in the dating scene. But it would kind of be a little interesting, wouldn't it? I hope she have a real level up, glow up. She really get a good guy that's just gonna love her down and really appreciate her. And not to say Martell never did, but I want it to be a continuous love for Melody. Actually, I want that for all of us. So if you're already in that type of situation, I hope that it continues and goes on for years and years and years. And if you're not, and that's something that you want, I hope that it comes to us. You know what I mean? Not gonna give up hope. I wish the best for all of us. We all can win. So Anisha said, now that is season 4. I don't think anyone makes the show. Okay. So you feel like it's equal. Everybody, we tune in for everybody. Everybody got their own place. I agree. Okay, let me get these results real quick. Let's see what the poll results said. Let's see what the people on Twitter said. Remember, I'll be watching so many clips of stuff, and remember that season of what's the show? Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Mama Joyce and Kenny was imitating Mama Joyce, and the people on Twitter was talking about me. People on Twitter. So let's see what the people on YouTube were saying. Let's see what you guys had to say on my poll. I just be curious, what y'all saying? How y'all feel about these? All right, community. All right. All right, let me share. Okay, it looks kind of small. I don't know if it's small on your end, but let me try to make it big. All right, so the question was basically, do you guys feel like Melody and Martell or are they the stars of the show, as Dee Dee in the morning mentioned on, the interview that she had with Melody? So 94% said the entire cast is cool, but the Hawks make the show. And 6% said I enjoy everyone on the show equally. I tune in for everyone. I had to, make a little balance or whatever. So overwhelmingly, you guys would agree that Melody, Martell, everything that's going on with them definitely makes the show. And a little bit that came to me as well as I'm catching up on doing videos for you guys, because everything that I'm finding out that's been trending and going on has been centered around them. I'm like, dang, I want to talk about the other cast as well. I don't want to be biased or anything, but they're the only ones that be having stuff going on. So maybe once we watch this new episode that's coming on Saturday, I maybe can pull things from the other cast that I can speak on as well. Just how come I went and researched stuff about Tiffany, what she actually does, some of the things she do behind the scenes, things that Kimmy do, so I could just kind of make it very balanced and talk about everybody. But I don't know. The other cast members don't be having stuff going on like that. I mean, maybe they do, but they just don't be on the I don't know. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So I'm going to read you guys' comments. So Nikki said, to be honest, I would just say Melody. She should have her own show. You know what? I was thinking about making that another category. Maybe I'll make another poll tomorrow and just ask that. Would you watch a show with just Melody, her kids, her life? Would you tune in for that? Yes or no? And see what you guys say. Like this. Oh, here go Anisha. Anisha said, I only watch to see Melody. Yeah, I mean, that's how a lot of people feel. So, Chanisa, I hope I'm saying your name right. Please forgive me if I'm not. She said everyone else is boring. And it is, like I said, like no one else really be trending like that. I want to talk about other things that the other cast is doing, but it just don't be there for me to do. But we do have an article. We are going to talk about Letitia tonight and also Kimmy, because the trailer did seem like something was going on with her health, but I hope not. So that's why we all on the call. Keep her in prayer, keep her family in prayer, uplifted kind of thing. So we'll see. So April said, I can do without Martell, Wanda, and Destiny being on the show. I feel Carlos needs to look for some fresh new cast members. Yes, indeed. How did y'all feel about Stormy? Would y'all like to see Stormy back on the show? Because it's like she was there for a quick minute in the beginning, and then we just stopped kind of seeing her. And how do you guys feel about also Letitia's cousin, Kiki? I felt like she was there for a minute, and then we just stopped seeing her too. Like, would y'all like to see more of them, or just new people? Period. Let's see. So Linda said, yes, I know Didi from Dallas. Oh, yeah, right. You're the one that knows Didi from Dallas, Texas. Yes. Angela said the last season has been about them being mad at her, but she is correct. There would be no show without the footwork she did to get the pitch deal. We just, right. No one's bringing it like how she's bringing it. And, people said that about Destiny as well. They feel as though we don't know enough about Destiny. Destiny don't share her life. We don't know what happened with her divorce or anything like that. She probably just maybe using the show to kind of put herself out there, use it as a platform for her beauty supply store, which I think, Linda, forgive me if I'm wrong, you gave us the tea that like the shop isn't there anymore. Her beauty supply store got closed down. You gotta send me the link or information about that. If you have Instagram. If not, I'll like put my email address in the chat, because I did a regular Google search or whatever to try to find more stuff about that, but I didn't really see anything. So I want to make sure, it's coming from a credible source kind of thing before I actually say anything. Ain't trying to be Tasha Cal here in Cardi B situation. I'm just kidding. But seriously, Hey, Buttercup. Last time not last time, like a couple of lives ago, Buttercup was putting me on to like wines or whatever, because I was sharing with y'all that I really don't drink. Actually, I don't, when I think about it. But I'm trying to be on my grown. Remember when Scandal used to come out and they used to have like Scandal and wine days? I wanted to be a part of that too, but I just didn't drink, so But now I'm like, why not? Try to get something. So y'all can drop your favorite wine. Speaking of which, y'all know I did do the article about Martell and the backlash with his wine, but that's another question. Would y'all try Martell's wine? I actually would want to try Marceau's wine, black, but I don't know if I should, being as though I'm not like a wine drinker. I don't want to mess up my taste buds or anything, because guess what, that happened to me before. Y'all know I don't like drinking coffee. And the first time I drank coffee was Starbucks coffee. And they said, no. You're not supposed to start off with Starbucks. Beginners are supposed to start off with Dunkin' Donuts coffee. So I did that wrong. So that's how come I'm like, I would like to support their own wine because it seemed interesting. But I don't know if I would drink it, because I don't want to be turned off by wine completely if I tried it and I don't like it. Sorry, I be overthinking it sometimes. So April said, I felt that Melody has moved on to bigger and better things. Oh, I feel that Melody has moved on to bigger and better. So let me go back to that that interview, because this was another thing I want to talk about as well. Guys, Melody said that she don't see herself. Melody said she don't see herself leaving the show anytime soon. Basically, not until like she feels like she's being released from the show. And I was curious to know, like, how do y'all feel about that? But then I guess I can step outside the box and think about it from this perspective. I know for me, I wouldn't want to work around my ex. I would have to get another job. But I understand they have a show to produce, a show to make. So I kind of get if Melody does decide to stay. But what do y'all feel like? Y'all feel like, like how April, I feel that Melody has moved on to bigger, better things off of the show, or it's fine for her to stay on the show for now, as long as Martell don't get too like nappy, ignorant kind of. But let me pull up that part I wanted to show. Okay, here we go. Share my screen one more time. All right. Let me see. Let's start here.
So, with him through all of this is amazing. And you're going to continue to do it, right? You're going to continue to do the show and you know what I mean, with him on it and just.
So I have a merch line that says God's that has been very successful. I've sold plenty around the whole country. And I don't move until God tells me to. So until that drops in my spirit, I will be there. How much filming I'll be doing with him in the air, I don't know about that because I am protective of my business. I'll be honest with you. I worked really hard to get to a place where I can continue.
Okay. I don't not put too much. I don't want no copyright strike. But what do y'all think about that? When I heard her say that, I like her reasoning as well. But like I said, I just feel like I don't know if I would be able to do it. But when people put God in things, I feel like it's not up for me to like add my 2 cents, because I feel like everybody got their own walk with God, and who am I to say like, oh, God didn't say that wasn't, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? So like when people put God in things, like even when like if your friend was like telling you about her new book, oh, I just feel like God put us in, God spoke and said that we belong. Like when that comes up, I'm like, okay, sis, you know what I mean? Like I ain't about to get in no debate between you and God. I feel like everybody got here for God on their own. So Angel said everyone kind of started off with an actual storyline, but once Eminem stopped filming together, it started going downhill. Interesting, very true. I actually did not watch the show. Isn't that bad? I really didn't watch the show until maybe last season. It turned me off from the very beginning when Martell had even insinuated that he had like a mistress, a side chick. And I really didn't want to watch the show after that because I was like, dang, this is a show with like successful Black people and they're doing something, outside of entertainment, music kind of thing. They do building and property development. So I thought that was pretty cool. So once I heard Martell even insinuate that, it kind of turned me off because I'm like, dang, here's another show that's going to be talking about infidelity. It's almost like, can anybody not be cheating? It just kind of, I don't want to say it takes away your hope, but I'm like, I'm not even gonna put this in my spirit. But I got drawn back into it. Like I said, I started watching again fully like last season. But okay, so you saying that everybody did have their own storyline. I see. I guess it went downhill because then everybody started thinking like, okay, Martell probably not the only one cheating. You know what I mean? These are his friends, and there has been speculations. Remember the ATL trip, anyone? Or did we forget? But a lot of times people aren't going to stay. I mean, people are going to stay. Even with Letitia, when we talk about her, it made me think about how a lot of times women would put up with stuff when they're afraid to leave. And I really feel like you should not be afraid to lose the guy. When you're dating or in a relationship. I don't want to say anything about marriage or whatever, because that's a whole different level. That's above my pay grade. But I feel like for the people like us, the girls that are dating, relationship kind of thing, make sure you always maintain your power and yourself kind of thing. Not being afraid to leave if somebody is doing you bogus or treating you wrong. Like, you got to be willing to lose a guy. Okay, so yeah, Linda, you watched RHOA. Did you see the reunion trailer? Was it me, or like, am I the only one that noticed how they were talking about Martell? Matter of fact, we should pull that up and dissect that, because I said, this can't be the same Martell. Like, y'all must be talking about Martell from Los Angeles, but if y'all talking about Martell from Huntsville, a 10. Wait a minute now. Unless maybe Sheree talks to another Martell. Maybe she's talking to 2 Martells. I don't know. But if it's the one we know, it better not be him. It's the way they was talking about him. I saw the trailer. I stand by him and Sheree being in a fake relationship is business. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna prop. Okay, I got you. I got you. It do seem very, and then notice how it literally went into the reunion. You know, like we seen them pictures together. We see they was hanging out, and literally it just rolled right into the reunion. So it do like the timing do seem like, oh, interesting. Okay. I agree. So you agree that Sheree and Martell's relationship seems very fake and forced. Okay, well, I guess I'll let them have it. Try and big him up on the trailer, if that's the case. But look now, they don't need to be the way they were talking about Martell. April said, I feel that he's only with Sheree. It's because she's giving him money. LOL, she's keeping him up. Oh well, April. Let the internet tell it. Martell got all the money. He got his net worth is something in the millions. But like y'all had to let me know that stuff on the internet don't always be true. Because it seemed like he needed money for situations. But a lot of people say that Sheree give them scammy vibes to begin with. So I wouldn't be surprised. Y'all, I don't know. Did y'all see how online they said like she was selling her she buys Sheree shirts for like $142? Like, sis, you are not Dolce and Gabbana. You're not Gucci. You're not none of them. Who do you think you are? And I bet you it's on some regular cotton fabric. Now, if the fabric is from the Alps of Quebec or something, made from the most delicate of lamb chop hair or something, okay, all right, I get the price tag. But if it's, synthetic cotton made in Taiwan, you need to chill out, Sheree. Don't do that. $142 is crazy. I'm sure it's need to be between $20 and $40 at the most. Oh, goodness. Does she even care? I think it's a wrap for Martell and Sheree. Okay, so another person that thinks it's a wrap for them. Yeah, who do I see Sheree with? I see Sheree with like an older man. That's kind of how I feel about Phaedra. It kind of upset me that Phaedra was even dating Apollo. You know, good and well she needed to date somebody old, kind of like Karen from Potomac, Real Housewives of Potomac. I see Phaedra was like an older gentleman, you know. So what? He don't got swag or nothing like that. Sometimes I feel like it's more important to date somebody that has the same mental, intellectual things as you than dating somebody that you're just only like physically attracted to, but can't stimulate your mind kind of thing. I don't know. That's just me. I could be wrong, but I just never liked a Phaedra and Apollo together to begin with. It just gave me like mom and son vibes. I never really seen her be all like girly and like real like, you know how when women's in love and like she just like, and her man's like a protector and she can look up to him. She'd be like, oh, dainty and girly. Like, I never got that vibe from Phaedra when she was dating Apollo. It was like she just was always telling him what to do kind of thing, how to talk, and I don't know. But yeah. So Funky Donita said that Sheree's cable must have been disconnected if she doesn't know what Martell's been up to. Exactly. All of them, because even Kenya was co-signed. I'm like, wait a minute, Kenya. You know what? And maybe they don't. Maybe because they do their own filming, they don't have like time to really watch or know what's going on with any of the other shows. So, you know what? Maybe it is a possibility. Linda said all the cast have removed the LMH from under their bio. Really? Interesting. I wonder what that's about. That is very interesting. So Angela says she'll be tuning in. Okay, and do not forget. I'm acting like I'm a plug for Twitter. Don't forget to go on Twitter if you can. It'll be real fun watching the show on Twitter. Well, watching the show and then being on Twitter and tweeting about it. It'd be real fun, y'all. All right, let's see. Melody and the kids with their own chef. Yeah, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna do a poll about that. Would y'all want to see Melody with her own show? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? The whole cast is ungrateful and bite the hands that feed them. Yes, And then don't you feel like a part of the jealousy may be the fact that she's still standing? I think a lot of times they expect women to just fall into the corner and just, oh my gosh, my man left me. But that's one thing about it. Like, once we hurt and get over it and cry our tears out, it is a wrap. You better sit back and enjoy the show because we are about to shine. Full throttle, pedal to the metal. That's why I'm like, I love that for Melody. You know what I mean? I'm just, you better go, girl. You go, girl. In my Martin Gina voice. Like, you can't hold a good woman down. So, I think maybe do y'all think that's where the jealousy is coming from? Because I'm like, why are they giving Melodies? I mean, yeah, why are they giving Melody such a hard time? Like Martell's the one that did her dirty. She's the victim in this. So why don't y'all not like her? Like, why aren't y'all not trying to support her? You know, it's like a little confusing. I don't know anymore, y'all. What did she ever do to them? You know? April said Tisha is boring. She's just not excited. And Tiffany and Lewis are just as boring as Tisha. Right. We're getting tired of seeing Tisha beg Marcel to go to therapy and things like that. This is stuff I'm talking about. Like, I guess I can identify with it now because I see myself or see, not myself, because I'm disattaching myself from that, you know. I see how some women can just hold on because they don't want, they kind of stay silent or they don't want to say the wrong thing out of fear of losing the man. But when that happens, it's like you done lost yourself. I feel like you should never be afraid to lose anybody if it's not working, or like you should never be afraid to speak up for yourself, especially if this is supposed to be your husband and your partner. Like, he should respect what I want to say. And even if I'm not with the man, I'm okay. I think that's a lot of it too. It's almost like you're nobody until you're in a relationship. But then you hear the opposite as well. When you hear people that were in a relationship and get out of relationships, they tell you like, oh, I was miserable, like I wasn't happy, or I heard the term or the phrase married single woman. So they be in a marriage, but they still are kind of by themselves. They still have to do all the child raising by themselves. Like, they spend a lot of time alone. They can't really confide or talk to their husband. So I don't know, like, I feel like people should stop trying to put, no, marriage and family should be put on a pedestal, but I also feel as though like, so should singleness and loving your freedom. Like, I feel like they should be, they're both equal. They're just different. Both equal, but different. Yeah. Yeah. So I just feel like that's the thing with Tisha. Like, I just would like to see more of herself step out and not like kind of hold herself back. Because I feel like a part of her holding herself back is just trying to stay in line for Marcel. But then again, I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. And I feel like Tiffany and Lewis, yeah, they are boring. See, after we had to get them together for talking about our virtual nephew monster and telling his business, you know, she been staying in her place, but she still hasn't been coming out the box either, you know? Like, just let us know more about you. Just, you know, yeah. She could, maybe we'll see what she was doing, like that video, like her science side that she does in biology, or, you know, maybe we'll see some more of that this second season. I mean, the second trailer, the second half. Linda said, if they decide to get a season 5, they need to recast everyone except Melody. I want to see Stormy and Kiki and their families. Okay. Destiny's Store is closed. Okay. Anisha says Stormy is great for the show, but she's playing it smart. I think she knows how messy productions can be. Her life is quiet and her business is successful. You know what? That's what I heard. I remember Funky Dineva said that too. Like, they said that Stormy is that girl in Huntsville and how she really don't need the show. Like, her brand and everything is very successful. So, yeah. I be thinking about that too. Y'all ever have those fantasies like, oh, I wonder if my life is interesting enough to be on TV. But like you said, like, your privacy is no longer there. Like, literally, these producers can create their own narrative with your likeness. And I get the other side of that too. Like they say, production can't make you do X, Y, and Z. So if you're messy, if you come across messy, they can't doctor the footage if that's really what you did, kind of thing. But like I said, they can also manipulate the footage to kind of have their narrative go, but it's using you. So, so April said, I agree. At Anisha, Stormy is doing good for herself, and I would want to stay away from all the drama and mess too. Martell Wine is Shutter Home or Stella Rose. Okay, is that like a brand that I just don't know about? Okay, hold on. Let me Shutter Home. Shutter Home Wine. Okay, it says Shutter Home Winery. And so I got basically saying that's Martell's wine, but they just this Sutter Home is what Martell is using. He just slapped his branding on it. I heard a lot of people do that. Remember how they were talking about Sheree's clothing line and how like a lot of the stuff came from Shein or something? That's what it is. Like Insider. A lot of this stuff comes from the same wholesalers on Alibaba or what is it, AliExpress, but I think it's called private labeling. So they just take the products, but then they put their branding on it. So it's literally the same old stuff, but like you're just buying into the person, just buying into the brand. Not all the time, but you know, maybe the person would change up the formula or whatever just a little bit. But most of the time it's already produced or whatever, and they just slap their label on it. So I can actually see that. The internet again has become undefeated. Ain't nothing gonna be hidden from y'all. All right, so I wanted to show y'all. I wanted to talk about this trailer. I didn't know they had a longer one. I didn't see this one, so let me turn off this background music. It's kind of like distracting me. I was trying to create a vibe for y'all, but it was nice to begin with. All right, let's watch this. Okay. So what y'all think about that for 1 minute? So what y'all think about Funky Dineva confronting Tisha about her mom? Like, are we here for it or what? Like, okay. Like and you could like at first I could tell he was like all professional, real chill and nice, but then like okay, first it was Quentin talking. But then in the middle of that, that's when Funky Dineva came out and was like, duh, 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 duh. And he had to like actually ask Tisha like straight up, what are you gonna check your mom? This is this is interesting. This is very, very interesting because like I feel like her mom isn't the only one that's on TV that people kind of have a problem with. I know people don't like how Mama Joyce comes across a lot of the times. A lot of people have to check Mama Joyce or feel like she'd be out of bounds. A lot of people say, even taking it all the way back to Love and Hip Hop. I remember the season with Chrissy. And I remember how Chrissy said she really didn't like Jim Jones' mom like that. Like Jim Jones' mom overstepped her boundaries a lot. So I, mm, I tend to believe that if I was on a reality TV show, my mom would be like kind of like Melanie's mom. She'd be quiet and she will like speak up when she need to, but she's not going to be in the mix or talking amongst my friends or figuring out what my friends was doing. You know, I Miss Wanda rubbed me the wrong way when she said that when it came out that she said that Arian was pretty. Okay, no one's trying to say Arian is ugly. No, I don't want nobody to say that, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit up there and call the mistress of like my daughter's friend pretty. That I don't know why she don't think that's messy. And that's the thing I really don't be liking when it comes down to Melody as well, or how people treat her as well. Everybody be trying to play in her face, but it's like nobody would like those things done if the shoe was on the other foot. If not trying to speak this, but if let's say Marcel was in a situation, we find out about Marcel's mistress. Would she like somebody on the show to sit up there and say, "Oh, you was pretty to the mistress"? No, she wouldn't. So why are y'all trying to do that to Melody? It's just like it's so wrong, and I don't know why they're not getting it. Like it's obviously showing that y'all are hating. Like, cause you don't have to kick her while she's down. You know, no one said you had to even say anything about the girl. I'm not trying to say you got to call her ugly or nothing like that, but don't sit up there and say she's pretty either. Like, what don't they? Okay. So I knew that I really didn't like Miss Wanda then. I know that y'all was saying, and I know it's been mentioned that she was talking about, the kid's hair, which is also very petty and immature and like whack. But I'm just going by what I actually seen on the show. And once that came out, I didn't like that. I did not like that. So. Okay, so what y'all think about that? Do y'all think that there was something going on between Martell and Marnika, his assistant? I actually do get those vibes. I don't know. I just do get those vibes. I don't know if it ever happened, but I do get the vibe that maybe Melnika may like or may have liked Martell. That's what I'm picking up on. I could be absolutely wrong, but just that's what I'm feeling. I don't know. So let's see. Wait, wait. Okay. Hopefully that's just editing. Hopefully that's just editing. But that she didn't say that. He didn't say if they didn't have sex since high school. He wasn't referring to her, was he? Was he just then? Oh yeah. All right. We're gonna have to see how that played out because if he was referring to her, I'm shook. Uh, wait. Let's watch that back again. Let's watch that back again. Cause maybe he wasn't talking about her, and this is as loud as it go, y'all. I'm trying to like put my ear to the speaker as best I can. But okay, let me try to do it one more time. Let's hear. Okay, wait a minute. Like, so Monica's married. She knows she wrong. She knows she cannot be messing with nobody else when she married. But we just gonna have to see how that play out. Cause if I find out that they was messing back in high school, I'm about to. And then she was helping with the wedding planning. Uh, mm, I can't. I can't. Let me see your comments real quick. So Linda said Martell and Monica and Destiny have been intimate. There that was no high school. So you think they're trying to play it off, trying to say it was high school, but no, they're trying to play it off and say that it was high school, but it was no high school kind of thing. Interesting. I mean, like it's funny how I just said how editing can make something look like something. The way that it's edited and the way that actually is going to play out could be totally different. But see, they know how to. You see how they know how to do stuff like this? It really will manipulate you and get you like ready and hyped to actually tune in. Because now I'm curious. Like, oh my gosh. Like Melody said, once she's done with you, she could care less what they say. Hey, right, go Mel, go Mel. Linda said Marcel did tell Letitia that her mom trying to break up the marriage. I don't feel like Miss Wanda's trying to break the marriage, but I think Miss Wanda kind of feels like most of the people like, hey, Tisha, wake up, stuff isn't jiving, check your husband a little bit more. But again, now I'm having like empathy for Tisha because when you really love somebody or like somebody, you don't all the time see their bad behavior kind of thing. So yeah. Oh my gosh, was I not showing this? Ugh. Ugh. All right, let me get back to this. I can't remember if I wasn't showing it or not. Ugh. Okay. So, and that's the thing too. So you see how like everybody on the outside looking in is like, Marcel, his story's not lining up, it's not jiving right. Look into that. But because Tisha is in it and she love Marcel, and you know she don't want to leave. You know she don't want to be faced with the truth. So she wants to believe him. So when he said he with Chris in Atlanta, he with Chris, and that's what she gonna go by. She want to listen to her, and she don't want to leave him. She don't want to walk away from him. And I get that. Yeah, everybody can feel like, oh yeah, she could do so much better, but I guess when you're in it, it's just a little harder. And I bring that up because it's the same thing with I know we talked about it last time, the family Chantel. Like everybody's like, oh, Chantel's so pretty, leave him alone. She could do better. But when you invest in your time, energy, body, conversations, all that other stuff, it's not as easy to walk away. So I get it. All right. And Kimmy. So I hate to sound selfish or anything like that, but I'm a little mad if all that hair that Kimmy has, oh my gosh, she cut it. She has some nice long thick hair. Ooh, underneath them wigs. Oh my gosh. But she may have a more better reason to not have to, you know what I mean, to cut off her hair than what I know right now based off this trailer. But I had no idea she had all that hair. I feel like she should show it more. But I get it and we get it. People with 3C, 4B, all that kind of hair, sometimes you just so easier to braid it up, put it down, and throw on a wig and keep on going. So I understand. So, all right. What y'all think about more so now wanting to go to therapy and see Dr. Francis? See, I'm literally going to do this video on when you're afraid to lose a man. I just need to do some more research and get some more like signs and things like that. Not for the married people. This is for the people that's dating and everything less than a marriage kind of thing. You know, I just stick with what I know. Cause sometimes, like I said, I feel like I have been guilty in the past of holding on, not saying what I really want, not putting my needs out there, going with the flow, because I was afraid to lose the guy. So that's how come I see it now. Now that I see, now that I got the speck out of my eye, I can now see it in other people. But like I said, Tisha is married, so that's she gotta figure that out on her own. But for us people that's not, so we can have this same right mind when we're dating to get married kind of thing. I feel like it is important to know, like, not to lose yourself. And we also, I'm glad to see we seen a little scene with Melody and Martell, and they sitting up here being cordial, and it looks like Martell understand his wrongdoing. But honestly, it kind of feels as though Martell probably feels like, okay, you never miss a good thing till it leaves you. You know what I mean? I think he's feeling that kind of remorse. Like, dang, that's my good thing. The man that finds a wife finds a good thing. And, I think he's feeling it. He probably definitely misses her. Wait a minute, that's it? Why cut off like that? I read the long version, y'all. Wait a minute, why was the new boo they were showing Kim? That's weird. That's suspicious. Remember Cardi B said that? Hold on, let me go back. Okay, maybe that was a mistake because I heard them say Sheree Whitfield, but then I didn't see Sheree. It was basically a picture of Kim. All right, yeah, maybe that was bad editing. I don't know. Let's see what the people on Twitter saying. Oh my gosh, Carlos, am I seeing fist flying? Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. I see Dusty is still using Melody's name for a storyline. Like, girl, you're on reality TV. We, the viewers, are tired of you speaking on Melody. Stop trying to get moments. Is Dusty supposed to be Destiny? Oh my gosh. They done called this girl Dusty. The energy already draining from the trailer. Just want to see what's up with Kimmy and not watch anything else. Tell Destiny to tell her Tell Destiny to tell her story and stop talking about everyone else. Ooh. Letitia at Marcel not going to be honest about their marriage. Bye. Fire toxic Martell. I agree. Until the fire, I think they're trying to say, I agree until they fire Martell. Melody is the one who needs to go. She has no friends and no real story, and she's a liar. Ooh, they don't call Melody a liar? Okay. What she lie about? She really doesn't need to go. It's her show. Haha. She pitched when none of them believed in the idea. You better tell it. Melody can always bring new people to the cast, family, friends, business associates, Huntsville Small, so the cast will know each. Did y'all just say that? Y'all just said that. I can't remember who said it. Was it April or I can't remember who said everybody can go except for Melody and just bring a whole bunch of new people on. That is funny. We're gonna like this one for the team. We're gonna like this one for our chat. No, her and Martell pitched the idea first, and it was born with just the two of them. They were told to go back and get some more couples to make the show good. So without the Scotts, there wouldn't be a show. Oh God. Okay. That's going to be a poll question. I'm gonna ask y'all. I'm gonna ask who make the show more, Scotts or the Hawks? Maybe I put it like in the beginning. Why did you tune in the beginning? Yeah, because all right, we got a little debate here. And the other question is, would you watch a show with just Melody? Just taking notes, y'all. Okay. Actually, what they pitched the show featuring the core couples, Kimmy and Maurice, both did an interview saying that Mel did all the groundwork and none of them took her serious until they got that call from her that Carlos wanted to do the show. Wow. Interesting. Wait, did the editor mess this up? They are definitely showing Kim, who is happily married, instead of Sheree. That's a big mistake. That's what I was like, yo, they must have messed up that trailer. Because I'm like, wait, why is it showing Kim? That's weird. Right, I peeped that too. Okay, just making sure. Yes, I can't wait. And is Kimmy sick? I hope not, but I can't wait, especially for that fight. I need to see how that fight go down too, for once and for all. Okay, why are we showing Kim Z up in here? Oh my gosh, Kimmy, and we've been new last season. Martell was sleeping with his publicist. Oh man, yes, Quentin Funky Dineva. Hey, is Carlos to give it? Is about to give it to the people. But wait a minute, I'm confused. I thought Martell is seeing Sheree Whitfield. Why is Kim in the trailer? Someone please enlighten me. I'm also here for Funky Dineva too. I'm ready for all the messiness. Who did that? Who messed up that? Like, why would you mess up that trailer like that? It's crazy. All right, let me see what y'all saying. Sheree did film with Martell on Love and Marriage Huntsville, so Sheree is in the new season. Oh, oh gosh. Okay, buckle up my seatbelts for this. Let me come back up to y'all. Before I deviated. Yay, because Kenya went in hard on him on there. Y'all peeped that too. They was like, matter of fact, let's watch that next. How many times Martell name came up in that trailer? Like, excuse me. Are we talking about the same Martell? I agree. I was in an unhealthy relationship a while 1 year ago. I used to feel that it would be easier to stay when I'm reality walking away is the easy part. The hard part is staying in dysfunction. Clapping my hands to that. That's so true. Like it's these relationships. I tell you, I mean, we could spend like an hour on that just alone, maybe even two. But I'm glad that you were able to choose you and your peace. Like, I don't know if y'all watch he's another guy on YouTube I really like, RC Blake's, and I'm just watching his video. It was about signs that he is the one. And I'm not like seriously dating anybody, but I was curious to know what he said. And the first thing he mentioned was peace. You know, like the person that you're with, he should bring you peace and like more comfort than you do when you're alone. And then I realized like everybody in the past, that let me know none of them was the one. You know what I mean? Because I always felt like anxiety or just didn't, I felt like I couldn't be myself. I couldn't be my real self around them. So yeah, that's so I'm learning to like just be okay with me and all of me. And the person that's for me will find me because hey, I'm that good thing, you know? Yeah, I saw that it on Shein and Wayfair and Etsy website. Oh my gosh. She by Sheree's taken from all them things, but yeah, it could be like the same suppliers. But you know what? The one that I seen was Sheree or whatever, and it was literally the same style. Usually you supposed to like put a little something a little different on it, maybe change the color, add an extra stripe just to make it your own. But when I seen what I seen online, it was like Sheree literally had the same whole same style. Didn't change anything. My husband is older than me. We are 19 years apart. Interesting. Wow. How long? Well, you know, if you care to share, how long have you guys been married? When I told my mom I was like, I want to date up. I want to date somebody older than me. She was so upset. She's like, Nelson, quit up. You gonna find somebody your own age? Um, uh, possibly. But you know, I'm not afraid to maybe date someone older, that's like a little bit more mature, a lot more mature kind of thing. Like, I'm okay with that. Like I said, I'm not trying, I never was a kind of person that liked people for swag or anything like that. Like, I feel like I grew out of that. I need somebody that's going to compliment me when we go to the office parties and not have people scratch their head. I remember R.C. Blake said this, said something like that. Like, how does uh, I don't know if he said this verbatim, but it's basically how does a master degree of a woman get played by a GD of a man? And sometimes I feel like that comes down to like just only dating people because of swag and how they look. And you want that trophy, like it's like he looks good on your arm, so it makes you feel good, you know. And I want to have my intellectual co-equal, you know, somebody that I can talk to and that can talk to me back or that I can look up to as well. Like I admire him, like, wow, I love the way he thinks, kind of thing. That's just me. Linda girl, you read my mind. I was just thinking that you could find the same outfit on Shein cheaper. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I felt like they was hyping up Sheree's stuff a little bit much. I felt like it was actually I like the show more than I like the runway show and the production more than I actually like the clothes. Like her coordinator, she did her thing, and also the event designer, they did their thing because it was beautiful. The ambiance was great, professional, on point. But like the clothes, like eh. Hey, Fem Capital girl. Thanks for joining us. And if you guys have not, you're tuning in, going in and out, do not forget to like this video and do not forget to subscribe if you have not already. So, Linda said, April, I believe Sheree has bought her clothes from Shein and put her name on the inside of the clothing. That's what I'm thinking. And did y'all know that they said that like her site was already down? You know what I mean? A lot of people, what I feel as though is right, what I seen on Twitter. Sheree really don't want to do this or take this serious because when you do, it's things that you have to have in line. Same thing with your saying about Martell. It's interesting. They both kind of are of the same cloth. Like it seems as though they just want to put stuff out there just to have it out there to say that they doing something. But it's not easy being an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? It takes time. You have to have systems in place and strategies and backlogs, and it's not something you just can. It's you're not running a lemonade stand, okay? You are running a whole business where people will drag you if stuff ain't right. So I feel like that's something that you can research. Why do most businesses fail? Why do most online businesses fail? So you can make sure what's the word? Mitigate those things from happening to your business. Matter of fact, I'll do the research because that's an interesting thing to think about. Why do e-commerce fail or potential, pitfalls? What to look out for? Because sometimes people think that too, because it's online that it's easier. No, okay. It may be that much harder because people go and tweet and talk about you just like that if their stuff didn't come on time or the stuff was raggedy. They'll take a picture, tweet it, put it on their Instagram, the whole nine. So make sure you have that stuff on point. So sorry, this just making me mad. So Cheryl Howard said the women cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville are jealous of male because they don't have the guts to walk away from toxic men and are pick me women that needs a man to validate them. Cheryl, we are here. We are absolutely here. And we can take it a step further. Don't you feel as though like it could be women in your own life, kind of, or the women that you know, the women on your job, and we love them just the same. Not trying to talk about them, but I feel like a lot of times, a lot of women are male validated, even though it shouldn't be that. Remember, God created the woman for the man. Let me say that again. God created the woman for the man. Scriptures say it's not good for a man to be alone. I will make a helpmeet for him. So it's almost like, literally, I know men get upset when they hear women say this, but you really are the prize. You really are the diamond. The diamond is valuable. Doesn't beg for anybody to pick them or choose them. It is what it is. If somebody can't see the worth in their value of the diamond, then that's get your hands off of me. Go away, If you cannot afford to see my value, get away from me, okay? But for the men that do, they the one that's going to cherish it. They're going to hold on to it because they understand how rare this gem of a woman is. They're not going to beat down on it, talk down on it, kick the diamond, and put it put it in the closet, throw it in the closet like it's not worthy or something like that. No, So I think it's like a lot of rewiring that we have to do in society, and also I feel like in movies and images and media where it just needs to stop that whole like I'm nothing till I'm with somebody kind of thing, because it ain't even like that. The man is nail somebody because he got you. So while you single, while you doing your thing, you can keep cultivating and being the best version of yourself. Um, and the right person for you will appreciate that. Okay, so let's say hello, Cheryl. Oh, hey, I like that y'all talking. So Angela says Stormy only seems boring because they don't show her films because she isn't involved in a bunch of drama. Yeah, honestly, I'm a little upset they didn't show more about Stormy. Like, I would have liked to see them go to her maybe her warehouse and talk about her hair products. Things like that is interesting. Like, you could feed us different food. We'll eventually like it. It's kind of like when people are forced to go vegan or, forced to stop eating meat because of health reasons. At first that kale be nasty, but it's like good for you or whatever. Then after you eat it for long enough, you be loving it. So sometimes even if something is people may think, all right, this is gonna be boring if we show the business side of things. People like the drama more. Not necessarily. If you keep feeding it to us, we'll eventually our appetites will change. Because some of the things they do off the show is very interesting. I learned a lot on researching some of the things. So Linda said, I'm here for it. He was telling the truth. And she had that look like, I can't believe you're checking me about my mom. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's tough. I honestly feel like, don't y'all feel like, that's a question I want to ask. I honestly feel like if Tisha would talk to her mom in a respectful way or whatever, and actually tell her mom how she feel, I kind of feel like Miss Wanda is more open to listening over Miss Mama Joyce. I feel like Miss Wanda, if I had to pick like what mom is kind of easier to deal with or to kind of like speak up to in a respectful manner between the two of them, I feel like it would be Miss Wanda. You know, I really do. Mama Joyce is she seemed a little bit more difficult, but I'm gonna ask y'all which mom seems more chill. I'll say that. I would like to see what y'all got to say. Marcel did tell Letitia that her mom trying to bring. Oh yeah, we talked about that. Coleslaw is all that the girl looks like a French poodle. I'm sorry, my granny always said, if your attitude is ugly, then you're ugly. You're right. Let me tell you why my friend was not trying to understand what I was saying. I feel like I gotta show y'all the clip. I had put it in one of the videos, one of my videos. I can't remember which one now. Oh, about being old and cold. When I felt like they was trying to diss Sheree. I think it was Arian was trying to diss Sheree about being old or something like that. And I'm like, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Because you can be old and cold, and it does not matter what you look like on the outside. And I was having a discussion with my guy friend. He was like, no, that's not always the case. I'm like, what? But sometimes I feel like people don't understand. I'm about to find that clip. Hold on. Let me go back to this so we could talk more. So this is the article. It says Letitia called out and Martell Holt discusses Sheree. So basically, it's about Letitia being called out about her mom's behavior. Maybe I could do a video on that, like what's respectful ways to confront your parents without being mean or without coming off disrespectful to help Tisha. You know, we in this together. Ways to confront your parents without being disrespectful. Y'all drop y'all suggestions or whatever so we can help Letitia together. um I don't know where that comes from. I don't have too many overbearing like older women figures in my life. So I'm trying to figure out like how do I deal with that in real life to help Letitia, but I don't really recall any grown women like that in my life acting like Miss Wanda and such. You know? Do y'all? I mean, I'm trying my best to help y'all, but I can't think of anybody like that. Okay, Melody has evidence from her private investigator on the whole cast. Dang, Melody is a G. It's like she's like always one step ahead. I mean, wow. Like Melody said once, she's done with you. She could care less what they say. I'm glad she's like that. She able to wipe her hands and keep it moving. Martell, Marnika, and Destiny. Oh, happy. Mm-hmm. So we was talking about. I agree with you, Linda, because ooh. Let's see what April got to say. I agree with you, Linda, because she should know nobody in their right mind isn't going to pay that much for her clothing. Oh yeah, about Sheree. Let me see. I'm like, what is going on? Martell is spreading stick into everything. Ah, he's laying it low and spreading it wide. Ain't that what they say? Goodness. But let me stop being mean. Y'all be thinking I be taking up for Martell, but it's like I just take up for his actions kind of thing. Not take up, but it's like I'm able to identify. Kind of like a kid or a person that steals. Like I'm not gonna be, oh, they're such a bad person, they steal. I kind of think like try to pull back the layers and figure out where did that stealing come from. Because I know it's a root. I know it's like a mindset that is where they're thinking this to make them act out that. So that's what I try to do for Martell. Like I know that he's acting this way because of something. Something was not properly programmed in his life, like his upbringing, something was off, you know what I mean? Which is why he's acting this way. And not to say that he, not to give him an excuse or whatever, but I do know, like, I know that it's something. Because even us, like a lot of us probably had our own trauma and things like that, but we know not to act a certain type of way. But I feel like, that's how come we came to our enlightenment. And I also thank the grace of God for that. Because I could be like doing a lot of extra things too, but I think that that's, God's grace on our lives where we're not being extra kind of thing. So, hey, Pacino Rules, what's up? Watching this show now is like watching massive fakeness. Is it because like everything's playing out on social media? You feel like why why do you feel that way? Why do you feel like watching the shows now like watching massive fakeness? I'll be interested to hear more what you have to say about that. I really feel bad for Kimmy. I hope and pray that she doesn't have cancer. I myself have had several cancer scares, and he cheating hubby should shame of himself for treating her like that. Yeah. I hope it's not cancer either. Like I hope maybe it's something that she's doing maybe for somebody on somebody else's behalf. Like maybe she's trying to support a close friend or something. Maybe it's not really her or what that can be about. Like I'm curious as well. I hope that she's fine. And whatever the situation is, whether it's her, a family member, or anything that's going on related to health, we definitely pray for her strength and that we serve a God that can heal all things. You know, it's like the scripture always come back to. I know y'all know it, but it be like with men, it is impossible, but not with God. For with God, everything is possible, and that just gives me like a lot of peace. And I don't even look at it. I look at it for everything in life. So even when you facing a situation, you be like, dang, I don't have enough, or I don't have the skill set, I don't have the background, I have the degree. Okay, that's fine, right? By men's standards, you don't qualify. But with God, when you have God with you, it is possible. Like, you know what I mean? With God, it removes the barriers. So you will be able to walk into that place, regardless of having the right credentials or not. So I feel the same way about everything else. Like, okay, yes, I know what the doctor's reports say, but with God, we are healed. Like by his stripes, we're healed. Period. And it takes a lot to renew your mind to really think that way. It's something that you have to do constantly and consistently, but it is possible. The battlefield really always is the mind. You know, it's with everything. It's just like what they say, like, she shouldn't be all that confident. She don't look all that good. In her mind, she do, and then it makes everybody else believe because it starts in the head. Sorry, I went on a whole tangent, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I'm saying. In Texas, you can get married till you go through. Oh, you can get married. You cannot get married till you go through premarital counseling or premarital class. Sheree did film with Martell on Love Marriage Huntsville, so Sheree is in the new season. The Scots are boring. They were saying that Martell is a 10 on 10. They actually talking about the pink. See, but if it's toxic, if the person it could be a 10 on 10, but if it's connected to a toxic person, it ain't even worth it. Well, maybe to some people it is. So Brenda said, "Hey Brenda." Brenda said, "I will watch with only Melody and without all those toxic Scots, Wanda, and Destiny." Why that wrong? I like that. Without all those toxic Scots. That could be on the t-shirt. Toxic Scots. So Linda said, "Hey, Brenda, I don't like the Scots." Get Martell out too. Oh wow, Linda, you've been married with your husband for 29 years and he's 19 years older than you. Wow. That's beautiful. I love it. Uh-huh. Sheree will go anywhere to be seen. That's the vibe I'm getting, and I don't like it. Sheree doesn't like to pay her workers. Now, I'm starting to believe that too because if one person said, okay, fine. Two people saying, okay, now I'm side-eyeing it. But 3, 4, 5, like countless people, even now, Linda, did you hear? Like, people are saying something about her fashion show. Somebody didn't get paid for something regarding that. I'm like, oh my gosh. All these people can't be lying. You know what I mean? People are still dragging Sheree. Coastal talks too much about her and Martell about what they do in their bedroom. You know why? Because that's the only thing they have. I feel like that's the only thing that she can really feel like they're connected on. Because I know you notice they never talk about nothing. She never say anything deep that Martell showed or helped her to do. It was all like fleshly, tangible, like cars and shoot, like and sex. Oh, girl, fine. You got that. Candy is crazy. I wouldn't let my mom order my stuff because she's only out for money and she doesn't want Todd to have anything to do with her finances. She wants it all left to her old granny behind. I was getting that vibe too. Like, I don't mind her having her, but it don't make no sense because, right? Like, I guess you don't have your parents over because, in a way, you're not trying to speak this, but like, you think that you're going to outlive your parents. So why would you put your mom on the thing? So I didn't get why Mama just wanted to interject herself with that. But aside from that, I did feel like I don't know, y'all. What y'all think about that? I felt like if Candy wanted to leave something for Todd, why not? Like if he was making her happy as a husband, I don't see nothing wrong with that, but I guess I see the other side of it too, where okay, he's a man, and I guess like men are supposed to get out the mud or like, but I'm open to be corrected and my mind to be, I'm okay with getting different insights if you know, but I guess what I'm trying to say is I see both sides of it, but I guess I didn't kind of see anything wrong with Candy wanting to do that for Todd, but that's just me. Kenny is crazy. Okay, yeah. I tell he horns male. Oh, talking about like Martell being on the show. Please pray for the people that lost their life in a rampage shooting in Memphis. Did this just happen? All right, let me see. Shooting in Memphis. Ugh. Oh my gosh. It yeah, it say 1 hour ago. Thanks, Lynn. Hold on, I'm gonna share real quick. Thanks, Linda, for telling me this. I didn't know anything about it, but absolutely, we will definitely pray. Lord, I thank you for this opportunity to come together on this live stream with my sisters and brothers as we pray for the families, the victims, the people in Memphis in the shooting. I pray that you be with them. I pray that you cover them. I pray that you be a peace and protector over everyone in that situation, Lord. And that if anybody was hurt, that you would bring a speedy healing and recovery for them. For all these things in Jesus' name. And yes, because I don't like stuff like or hearing that stuff. It's like real sad and it just makes you feel like you just, and like they say, you have to make sure you pray before you go out, but it also helps you to realize how good God is because in the moments when you don't pray, in the moments where like you may like forget or things like that. It's like goodness and mercy was still following you and protecting you. You ever like think about things like that? Like sometimes I think about some of the situations I put myself in being young and we be going out to parties and clubs and then you find out like the next week that it was a shooting at the same club that you was at. Like so it makes you think like that literally could have been me. Y'all know that song by the Clark sisters? It would have been me. It should have been me. It could have been me if it wasn't for the blood. That's gonna be so real and true to me. Like it's like I'm just so grateful because like even in our ignorance, like even when we be putting ourselves in dangerous way, like I just feel like God be covering us and protecting us. And then sometimes you think about like it even on a relationship type time, like the person that you really liked or wanted to be with when you was young in high school, college kind of thing, but that person didn't want you. And then years down the line, you see like, oh Lord, thank you for not opening that door. Thank you for not answering that prayer. A lot of times we like be upset about that, but I guess I'm getting to the point where I'm thank you, Lord, for the prayers that you didn't answer because you knew it was best for me. Like, I was only thinking about me and the now, right now, and my needs and what I thought would look good for me and would make my friends be hating, my little petty desires. But God's like, no, my daughter, so it just makes me very, very grateful. So I'm glad that you brought that up. Gina, Quexos, that's my song. Um, is that from Your Blessed and Highly Favored? Yeah, I think that's what's from. Yeah, that's my when they break it down like that, because it's really, really, I really literally believe that and feel that. Um, God really be covering us. He really be looking out. So Linda said Texas, Georgia, and California laws are married, everything is split 50-50. Oh, and she's in Georgia too. Candy is in Georgia. So are you saying like, okay, are you, Linda, with that, the 50-50 split, are you saying as far as divorce or even if, let's say, like somebody is deceased, like in their case where they was talking about a trust and who gets what, like, is it still 50-50 in that case or is it only 50-50 when it comes down to a divorce? Okay, Martell isn't thinking about, um, he has 3 girls and they are going to date, and he better hope that they don't date a jerk like him because those girls know how he's treated their mom. Sometimes it's the only way that they really get it, once they have daughters or whatever. No, but he already has daughters. It just may take him a little more time to mature, to understand, like, the responsibility that he has. And isn't it funny he had 3, you know what I mean? He 3, not 1, not 2, but 3. It's almost like, "Come on now, wake up, pay attention, get on a good foot." So Linda said, "That's why I worried about Melody and the kids due to Martell. Due to Martell told Coleslaw he had a life insurance policy on." Oh my gosh. I feel like that is the worst. Like, I don't know why I hate I don't like people. I guess those are my 2 pet peeves, like, people that marry to get a green card to come over here and, like, people that will harm somebody for, like, insurance, like, just get a job. Why don't people like to work? I find very great satisfaction with, I don't know, working and being able to provide for myself. I don't like it. I don't like getting things the easy way. Sometimes, but you know what I mean? Like, somebody wanna shower me with gifts and things like that, or show their appreciation to me. Great, I love it. Or make things a little easier for me. Great, I love it. But, I feel like I it's nothing wrong with working. Remember, y'all know my part from Scarface. You ever seen the movie Scarface? And the mom, like, Tony Montana thought he could come over there with that drug money, and the mom was like, "I work for my living." And she had to let him know, like, you trying to get it the easy way, the wrong way, that's like harmful to other people, but I'm gonna work for my money. And that's just that. Don't try to give me your dirty money. Get it out of this house. It stinks. Y'all know that's my part. Cause she snapped. I mean, I felt like she was like everybody's mom in that scene. I felt like, oh my gosh, wow. Cause she just was not playing at all. Um, let's see. I know how I want to end this live. I done talked your ear off for 2 hours. So, trying to find this one clip because it goes with one of y'all comments that we discussed. And I seen it. I seen it. Okay, I think I'm coming across it. I think I'm getting there to it. Make sure. Oh, yep. Okay, I found it. Screenshot. I need the actual video. Okay. I think that's it. Why could I should have just showed my actual video. Dust and Quetta. Yeah, that's how I'll do it. Let's show my actual video. It is from this video. So I want to end this live off. I'm gonna read the last few messages with this thought. For everybody that thinks that looks matter, and I'm not saying that they don't. Everything's not always about looks, you know. You could be young or whatever, and still young and cute, physically attractive, like the Mona Lisa of the 2022 or something, and that do not make you special. You know, it gives you it makes people may want to be nicer to you or do more things for you, but at the end of the day, it's your personality that matters. So let me say if they get divorced, everything is split 50-50. If the spouse or you go, it needs to be in writing and do a will. Okay, all right, gotcha. Thanks for clarifying on that. Martell's not looking at the big picture. Those kids are going to hate him when they get older because they remember how he treated Mel, and he thinks that he can turn them against her. Exactly. You're not gonna, and I feel like it's rude to do so, to even attempt to do so. Don't I don't like that because it makes the kids feel a certain type of way about who they are as well because they are half that parent. And that is why I just be trying to like, kind of be as neutral as I can about Martell. I don't be trying to go in on him because, like I said, I understand that that's their dad, And to every kid, no matter what their parent do, is wrong or not, you love your parent. So I'd be like, try not to go too hard on him or whatever. But you also reminded me of like, I wish I had this queued up. This may be like another video topic for me, April, because I remember I was watching like Oprah on YouTube. When they be putting them throwback Oprah episodes on here, they be so good. Now I understand why. Like I was too young to really watch Oprah. Like I wasn't old enough, but now I understand why she was such a phenomenon and had such a popular show growing up because Oprah was good. She had some good episodes. I'm like, dang, this is very interesting. But one of the episodes was the mom was with the dad for like years and they had two sons. And it finally came out that the dad was having an affair with like maybe a lady at the job. And the way it affected the sons. Like the one son was like so sad and hurt because the mom was hurt. So it what you're saying is true and that's how come I feel like I can definitely uh I would like to tie this all together. How parents' actions can affect the children. And then you know why too? A lot of it is I feel like talking this out is making me think of Martell as being a child because children only think about their needs and the here and the now and give me more. I want this, and don't care how it affects other people. Just think about like your kids or your nieces, nephew, or kids that you watch. Like they'll step on you to get to the candy or step on you to get to their favorite toy. They do not care about nobody else around them. So in a way, it's like he's acting out as a child. Like he want Sheree or he want Arian, and I don't care how it makes anybody else feel. I just want what I want. I want my needs met right here and right now. But when you become an adult, you sacrifice. You realize like maybe I do want that, but it may not be good for me down the road. Kind of like when you on your health kick and your weight loss journey, like, dang, I do want that brown. Like, this gonna taste good right now. But later on, I'll be mad at myself because now I got all these extra calories kind of thing. So, that's what I'm picking up with Martell. But you're absolutely right, April. I'm so glad you mentioned how it's going to affect the kids because it really is. His action and ways are leaving a big impression on it. And that's another thing. He'll learn how to treat women like the way he treat women and think it's acceptable. And that's the thing. A lot of times, I feel like maybe parents don't even feel like the kids really know or are paying attention, but kids know. Kids know. It's like you can't lie to their spirit. Let me see. I gotta find the comments so I can go ahead and let y'all go. Um. Oh, here we go. What's this? April, girl, you gonna end you comment of the night. We're gonna end it off. I wanted to end it off with what you said because you made me think of this. What made me think of this right here. No, they're not about to do an ad. All right, I'm gonna do this ad and then take it off of mute. All right. So April said coleslaw is all that the girl looks. I think you were saying I think you want to say coleslaw is not all that. The girl looks like a French poodle. I'm sorry. My granny always said if your attitude is ugly, then you're ugly. So yeah, I'm not here to debate or to confirm or deny her attractiveness, but I do get where you're coming from. Like I do feel as though like she do think she hot stuff or whatever, but I feel like that don't even matter because excuse me, y'all, of this. I remember this clip from The Real.
Does it matter what she looks like? It don't matter. It doesn't matter, honestly.
We're not always attracted to a look. That's the thing. It's how we feel in their presence.
Tell it, Fred.
If a woman really treats us the right way, not specifically us, but a man the right way, it doesn't mean that she's the most beautiful woman. It just makes him feel like he's a beautiful man.
Ooh. It's how you make a man feel.
And that is it. Okay? You know what I mean? I believe that. You know, that's how come like I feel like someone like especially I think young women in particular, they can feel like it's their looks, their hips, their this that would capture a man. And initially it's how come you will maybe find out later on, like let's say you're in a relationship with them, and you find out that he cheated on you and you be like dang in his presence. So exactly. Why my thing messing up like that? Right. That's how come like I know. And although Arian is pretty on the outside, it's her attitude that makes her kind of like, sis, hi. But other than that, you guys have been wonderful. I definitely enjoyed my time talking to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. And we will definitely be back again. I'll try to do this like a weekly thing where we would chit chat. And if anything else come up that's like urgent, I will do another live. But other than that, I will talk to you guys again.
Met St. Quebec, man, the girl was heaven sent. Met St. Quebec, man, the girl was heaven sent.